Okay, here we have the Hyper-V manager. Um, so this is Hyper-V in Type 2 Hyper-V in Type 2 hypervisor mode. We can do we can create virtual machines. We can import virtual machines. One of the things I might do next is actually know what? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about downloading the Hyper-V flavor of Kali again inside this thing because it's huge and it took me a long time last time. So what I'm going to do instead is create a new virtual machine. I could create a new virtual machine, a hard disk, a new floppy, import, inspect, remove, etc. Remove server. I assume this means you can use this to manage other servers. Right now I'm just managing myself. But if I wanted to use this to say manage another Hyper-V server, I could do it. Say for example, if I wanted to, I've got this Windows Server 2019 system that's my domain controller currently down. I could actually flip my Hyper-V. Now that I've got it doing what I want it to do, I could flip it back over into the LAN segment. Anyway, but I'm going to do quick create. Okay. And actually, I'm going to do, okay. So this will, I can do some things. I can build some various flavors of Ubuntu, but I really don't want to do that. Oh, one of the other things I need to think about is let me do a local installation source. I'm going to change that. No, this virtual machine will not boot Windows because I've got on my data drive, I've got this. I've got the Kali 2021A, but I'm going to use this. I could have sworn I had the Ubuntu flavor. Okay, interesting. I might have to get that again because this is not the one I wanted. Okay, so let me spin up Ubuntu 14.4. I'm not doing this because this is 14.03. Create virtual machine. Hold on. What I might actually have to do, because I do have this over here, because I meant to do the L Ubuntu, which is a slightly different flavor of Ubuntu. So I can connect to it, turn it off, and okay, so I've got a new virtual machine. So it's very large. It has a lot of the same concepts, shall we say, as anything else. Probably try. Let's try Ubuntu without installing. Do that. I seem to have. I'm going to go back to free stretch because this one is too small. I might need to shrink this. Okay, so I've got pause it. I can. Okay, so I've got some save options. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Okay, that's better. I've got checkpoints. Checkpoints are what? No. Checkpoints are what Hyper-V refers to as a save. How Hyper-V refers to a save point. Same concept. View file settings. See if I can look at its hardware. Yes, and I can look at its hardware. I've got a virtual drive. How big is it? Checkpoints. Exit is not available. Inspect. It's a current size. Interesting. I have not actually set a size on this thing. Well, obviously the maximum available size is somewhat smaller. The max is somewhat rather larger than the entire size available on the drive. That's not a good idea. Obviously, if it's currently 4 gigs, could be 128 gigs. That's obviously a thin provision disk. Interestingly enough, this is a new virtual machine. So I need to name this thing. Okay, Ubuntu test 1804 1844 LTS. I like to name things in a way that will show me what they are, so I can just look at it. Okay, so let me see if I can there. And actually, okay. So funny thing here is, I am in full screen mode on this VM, and it is acting like I am in a remote desktop environment. Let me shrink that. The good news about Ubuntu is that, and a lot of these Linuxes, is that the taskbar is at the top. So the fact that it's way down here where I can't see it is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is shut it down. Okay, power off. Always shut it down gracefully from the inside of the guest OS. That is a much better thing to do. Okay, and close. Okay, so it's running. And I can see. Okay. Is it running or not? Maybe it's not running. Okay, it's connecting to it. It really does treat it like rather more like a printer. Okay, and okay, that it wanted to be powered off. Interesting. Okay, so now it's off, and I can begin to alter its settings. Okay, the Hyper-V settings. This is global, like sort of like preferences in your VMware. Okay, nope. So this one, settings. Let me see if I can change the size of the hard drive. Let's see, maybe I need to nuke some checkpoints. It's going to checkpoint automatically. Backup, okay, production checkpoints. This will kind of rely on the guest environment itself. I'm going to do that. Apply. And I also want to delete that subtree. Yes, I want to delete it. I'm doing this so that I want to edit the size of this hard drive. I probably also need to hard drive. Okay. QoS. Okay. You know what? I'm going to just delete the checkpoint entirely because I want to be able to change this explicitly. I want to limit the possible size of this hard drive. What I may actually need to do, because this is a virtual machine inside of a virtual machine, I may need to edit. Okay, this is a compact disk. Next. I'm going to leave it VHDX, leave it dynamically expecting. I'm going to change it to Ubuntu 18044 LTS. there, what I've essentially done here is I've renamed the file, and I would rather have a file named um, for the drive itself than for the VM itself, rather than something generic like new virtual machine. That tells me nothing. Okay, so guest services will, I believe, be the same thing as guest editions in VirtualBox and VMware Tools in Hyper-V. And I think I've demoed what I need to demo. The thing to do is power it up again, just to make sure that it is. And notice that it's connecting. It really does treat this like a virtual device. Okay, start Pixie over IP4. That kind of tells me that it has lost the drive. Okay, I need to repoint this again. So shut it down. Shut it down. Yes. Okay, so turn off. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to check my settings again. I want to make sure it's pointed to the right place. No, it is still not. Browse. Okay. Clearly, it is not believing me. Okay. Apply. Okay. Let's try this again. Connect. And no, I'm going to have to try this over again. Anyway, we'll try this again later.